Seems Bungie's in a bit more hot water recently, so
Every
let's
chance you'd
see.
miss this news, but basically it has been
Is
a
it Destiny or Marathon? Which one is
bloodbath
it, buddy?
over at Bungie. I mean, just think about it. We've seen the marathon delay, the plagiarism allegations,
I
but
forgot
now,
about plagiarism.
well,
Aren't
once
they
again,
like
the door's
notorious
being
for
opened
plagiarism though? Like haven't they been doing this for ages? That's what I was
peaks
told.
for a Destiny expansion ever. And sadly for them, the mood is not improving whatsoever. Look at the subreddit, and you will find a community that's all
I don't know if I would. I just want to say I don't know if I would use a subreddit as my proof, but also like what else do you have?
given up. The reason why?
Just because
Well,
Reddit's
because
kind
they
of an
feel
echo
that
chamber,
that's
so
not
I
what they
don't
wanted to
really
do. But might not be the resignation of
like
players.
using it
It
for
might not be
info.
the community giving up. No, I think the most telling thing about Bungie's state is that the CEO resigned. Let's begin by
Ooh,
looking at some numbers, and I know Steam player counts aren't everything, but they are something, and they don't look good for Edge of Fate, which is the latest
nudie,
Destiny
yeah,
expansion. Now, part of that was the final shape giving people an off ramp, right? The final
three
shape is
hundred and
basically the
sixteen
combination of
thousand.
plotline, so if you're going to duck out of the game, well, after that really is the best time. I mean, player sentiment was already low, and the state of Bungie, and of course the marathon debacles, did not help. But
Oh,
here's another
marathon. I
problem.
need to. If they
Bungie
actually release
simply
that, I
didn't
feel like they'll
decide to
can it. But I
front
want to
load
play
that
it.
expansion, which is absolutely brutal. And when it did release, well, players found that the new portal system completely reworked the game. And let's just say it was controversial. So Bungie basically added
One thing I will say about Destiny, it looks cool.
a parallel power system, and as Paul Tassi frames it, this effectively
Like I think
sunsets
aesthetically, it's really
80% of the
nice.
game. There was no point in engaging with anything outside of that system now. And that's because bonuses stack in a way that makes everything else almost irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
Seeing the feedback, Bungie tried to fix complaints, but the fixes would have slowed progression even more, so they had to walk those back. And then, well, they had to come up with something else entirely. And all of this got worse, of course, after the QA layoffs of this summer. So the stuff in game's been going bad.
Yeah.
I'd say, given the QA layoffs, it's hardly a surprise that in addition to all of that, there is a never ending tide of bugs, errors, exploits, all that stuff. And for a peek at what's happening, well, look at this raid leaderboards that are full of cheaters. There's paid armor
The raid. The fucking raids. Okay.
that turns players invisible.
I. Okay.
There's rewards not being granted, soft locks in multiple places in the game, and people losing access to paid content in the
I.
stores. And the
I don't know how
list
you
of
fuck up
things
that
goes
badly,
on.
man.
Then came even more frustration because Bungie also seemed to remove aspirational loot from the reward pool. They seemingly made it paid
What?
instead. So that was a shit show. Of course, it's one they had to fix as well after a bunch of backlash. And I mean, we haven't
What
even talked
the fuck?
about the Star Wars themed expansion controversy in this video. So, in short, right,
Huh?
it's been a bad time. And the man in charge during the development of all of
Is it
this
supposed to be super on the nose? Like Star Wars reference?
just quit. But it's more than just
Oh,
that,
no, it
right?
has to be. It's
It's
fucking
some of
lightsaber.
the context and also some of the incentives. Bungie CEO is gone. Pete Parsons gets to walk away from all of this chaos.
How
Someone
much did he
else
make?
deal with the consequences of the company's actions during his tenure. In a blog post at the end of August, Parsons announced this departure. He had 20 years at Bungie, and he said that he decided to pass the torch. But
I bet,
the
yeah.
timing is kind of interesting. You see,
Yeah, it's very
just 3
convenient.
years and 1 month after Bungie's acquisition by PlayStation, and that
I
made this
forgot
delay
that,
with
yeah.
stock options maturing from that sale. And that's something clearly in the minds of the staff whom he fired.
Raw
He
family, right,
evoked
Pete?
barely disguised venom on social media. Say ex-social media manager Griffin Bennett had a particularly sharp response. He just said, vested stock cleared, damage done, but hey,
Everyone knows this, but if a company's saying we're family, that's just another way of saying we're going to fuck you. We're just not going to tell you when.
we're all a family, right, Pete? You see, back in December
Unless it's
2023,
like a mom and pop, or what is it? Yeah, mom and pop business. Is that what they're called? They're usually pretty chill when they say we're family. But like corpos,
were worried about something. They essentially thought the leadership leadership at Bungie were preparing to cut and run after the launch of Marathon. Obviously, the launch of Marathon did not happen when
Yeah.
anyone thought it would, especially at the
Does
time
it
of
say
its
when it's coming out?
release. And what it looks like is that even if that was the plan,
I'm assuming it's on
Marathon
Steam,
may have been
right?
delayed. Parsons' exit was certainly not delayed in line with the game. So to understand this, let's go back to 2021.
To be announced.
Framed Parsons as slow to act on toxic work culture allegations. They
How is this always the case?
sent direct letters to him, and his intentions were supposedly good, better than some others of Bungie leadership, but ultimately, he didn't really react fast enough. But this was just the start. What followed next? Well, the multi-project incubation period that sapped resources, the sale to PlayStation, disastrous monetization demands being placed on the Destiny team. All of this stuff harmed developer and
What
market
is this, man?
sentiment, and I think most dangerously, it put players and developers against each other. And when that sort of thing starts to happen, game communities can just enter a death
I mean, like, the
spiral.
armor looks
Then
cool.
came the endless stream of layoffs both before and following the final shape. Because hey, congratulations, you did the final shape.
17% of your workforce got sniped.
Already planned layoffs.
Uh,
Add to this the woes of this summer, and just before that, the entire Marathon saga that played out. It's a lot. Now, look, to be clear, Parsons isn't directly responsible for everything.
This
that
game
went bad.
looks
He's
so shit.
not the guy individually.
Like, the gameplay itself looks fine. It just aesthetically looks horrible. Everything looks the same.
Systems or skin implementation, right? Maybe he'll be a tiebreaker between some of his leads, something like that. But he exemplified the company culture. His decisions led to layoffs. Those layoffs left teams struggling. We know, as an example, struggling to run QA. So if you're a player finding, wow, there's a lot
54%.
of bugs, what's going on here? Maybe
Metacritic, is
it'll
it?
have something to do with it. And with all that bad news, it's no wonder that Bungie couldn't retain experience. So, at worst, he is indirectly responsible for the company's state, but obviously, as CEO, yeah, he was responsible. But here's something. If Parsons is indirectly responsible for the company's state, what's curious is that his successor will not have the same role. Bungie's new leader is a man called Justin Truman, and you might remember him from some of our
Ask Bob
previous
Sugar.
coverage. We talked about his infamous GDC presentation on sustainable live service development. You might remember a quote.
No, I don't know this guy.
Of over delivery. Obviously, Destiny players felt that they had
Never mind, I do know him.
been under-delivered to.
Careful, guys. We don't want to give too much content.
For quite a while, so it obviously fired away.
Such a stupid
as a
fucking
meme.
take.
It became kind of typical, an example of everything that people thought was wrong and going bad with Bungie. In reality, what he said in the talk was far more nuanced, and I guess the easiest way, albeit crude, is to just say he was basically saying, "Don't blow your load." That's kind of it. Now, he actually engaged with the criticism of that meme when it came to accepting his new role, and what's interesting is that ex-staff weren't actively hostile to his appointment, which I think does suggest it could be a step up at least. But here's the thing. He is replacing Pete Parsons, but his new role is not that of Chief Executive Officer. He instead will be Bungie's studio head. Now, this may seem like some semantics, but I think it represents the most fundamental shift at Bungie.
He's still the CEO, it's under a different name.
Simple. It suggests that Bungie's independence is ending under PlayStation. That's a threat that's loomed over them for a long-ass time. It's obvious that now it's coming true. And even before Parsons announced his departure, PlayStation were close.
Which means Bungie might not exist for much longer. Maybe like another 5-10 years. Depends on how well they do with Destiny 2.
Closing in.
Like going forward.
Doing it sneakily. Sony CFO Lin Tao explained this to investors in early August, where he said, quote, "We have gone through structural reform as we announced last year." And then he added the crucial bit of information, quote, "This independence is getting lighter, and Bungie is shifting into a role which is becoming more part of PlayStation Studios."
Interesting.
Yeah, so
they're probably merged.
Is proceeding. The independence of Bungie is going away. And obviously, this followed the 2024 restructuring, where PlayStation moved 12% of Bungie, which is 155 roles, directly into SIE, which is Sony Interactive Entertainment.
Okay.
Those people then formed Team LFG, and they're currently working on a live service MOBA, which is one of the
Oh, Jesus Christ.
things that came out of Bungie's incubation period.
Yeah, what was it? They're making 6 live service games at once. It was Concord. That went well. Marathon. That's going well. And I don't think we know the other four yet.
Anyway, they also formed the Creative Studios team supporting live service development.
Jesus
which obviously
Christ.
makes a lot of sense when you know that PlayStation really wanted those live services. Now,
Yeah, because it's infinite money, bro.
before that, well, Sony's incoming CEO visited Bungie, and when he did, he praised the staff, but he said there was, quote, room for improvement. Not necessarily on the staff. No, his room for improvement was specifically regarding business expenses and accountability for development timelines. Certainly sounds like a bit of a threat. And those are the types of failures that staff are not responsible for. They're the sorts of things management is responsible for.
Yeah, but management won't get in trouble
Now,
for it.
Bungie has no CEO. The leadership will report directly to PlayStation. And it's a PlayStation that's different, one that is shifted towards cheaper, faster game development with more central oversight, because they essentially realized, oh dear, we put a lot of chips into Concord.
We put a lot of eggs into one basket, and that basket is now falling down a hill and lit on fire.
And we really did.
It got the Joshua Graham treatment,
the
except
quality
this
of
one
that,
didn't
did we?
survive.
So you might be wondering, is this better for Bungie? It's weird, right? Because we don't know. You don't know. None of us know, because the future hasn't happened yet. And also, game development has a lot of lag time. Parsons left at the end of August, but we're still going to feel the impact of his leadership, I suppose his and his team's plans, for a long time.
Yeah.
Now, if we're to assume
Few
that
years.
Truman has the best of intentions, which I am happy to do, well, it's also the case that he's likely under a hell of a lot of pressure, because he now needs to deliver change for both Destiny and Marathon, both of which are extremely impactful.
Marathon's cooked.
And he's working with a studio that is now bled of its
If they want to give Marathon any chance to work, they have to redesign the entire game. Like, aesthetically. As I said, I think the gameplay looks fine. I didn't play it though, so I don't know. But like aesthetically, it just looks so shit.
Your talent via multiple rounds of layoffs, and also dealing with fans that are rightly not happy and rightly not trusting. Meanwhile, production patterns and product offerings keep on changing. Look at the different iterations of seasonal yearly content that Destiny has had. Look at how Marathon is being forced to change by a market that, well, is I think quite literally demanding change of it. Though, of course, none of this will be news to Truman, because he's been...
What is it competing with again? Arc Raiders? Is that what it's called?
Before that, he was Destiny's general manager, and he switched roles right as the chaos
Arc
began
Raiders.
with the Lightfall expansion. He's been part of the decision-making since then, and he still is now. So the question is simple. Do he and PlayStation actually have a plan? At the very least, PlayStation can be pleased about something, and that's licensed revenue from Destiny Rising. What's
The fuck is... Oh, don't tell me it's like a card game or something.
Destiny Rising? Well, it's a mobile game with gacha
Oh, it's a gotcha. Yeah, okay.
elements, so yeah, it's bringing in the money. And as we've covered, that's where a lot of the industry's money comes from.
Gotcha for what? What are you rolling for? Guns?
Now,
Characters?
accounts,
Armor?
used their
Probably
blank
everything.
slate with making this
Yeah, it's a
Destiny
fucking card game. Oh, Jesus
spin-off
Christ.
game actually quite well. They supposedly made a passable Destiny campaign. Players were satisfied enough until, of course, they hit the end game and the gacha and power and all of that began to rear its head. But still,
It's common in
words
gacha
and
games.
numbers, PlayStation will like that. And PlayStation now treats Marathon as their investor marketing centerpiece.
I don't know why.
See that from recent accounts of them.
Like, see what I mean though? Everything on the map just looks the same.
Talking about features added like proximity chat, that the mission system rewards players better, that the UI and UX has got significant improvements, that they've of course removed the plagiarized art. All of those things
I'd have to wait until the game comes out to we'll fact check that.
to rehab its image.
I don't
and,
believe them.
Tell the investor story that they need to tell. But there is a simple enough fact. Marathon will arrive late to the extraction shooter party. You see, both Escape from Tarkov and Arc Raiders will hit their own version 1.0's first. But when
Wait, Tarkov? Is Tarkov not out? Like, is it in early access limbo?
arrives, it may have a shot of success. Bungie can still deliver cool things from time to time.
If they actually try,
But
yeah.
the problem, Bungie will deliver Marathon under to be charitable, let's just call them unenviable conditions, just like they have.
I could have sworn Tarkov was out. Apparently it's not.
And when you look at Destiny right now, you do see that it ain't working. The future of Bungie, then? Well, in theory, more PlayStation engagement means more oversight. So if you miss your development targets, yeah, you're not reporting to Pete Parsons who can spin it to Sony. No,
You're
you're
reporting
going
to
to be answering
Sony.
PlayStation directly.
Yeah.
The same goes for missed revenue targets. And if that leads to more layoffs with the same delivery expectations, then Bungie will just have to face the worst of all worlds. One where they can only be punished, where the...
Realistically speaking, you could probably cut half of Bungie and development speed wouldn't change. In fact, it might even increase.
Fruits of their labor will be privatized, and they'll get laid off if something doesn't go well.
Again, Expedition 33 was made by like 30 people. I'm not saying Bungie should be running with 30 people, but like you get to a point where you have so many people to where you're just making it less efficient with every person you add.
Sorts of mercenary decision making we've seen from a lot of these companies. But if we're trying to stay grounded and stay with the perspective that most people are the hero of their own story, that are, at least through their own narrative, actually trying, well, we can think about a statement from Totoki to investors. The one basically of Bungie devs always having had talent and always wanting to deliver for players.
Yeah, most of these dog shit companies, devs, they have talent, they're just not allowed to use it.
He could
basically.
And a lot of the sort of veiled or not so veiled threats from PlayStation.
Again, back to Expedition 33, it was made by Ubisoft devs. I think it was Ubisoft. Primarily Ubisoft devs.
It's always about management.
And the person who wrote it, I don't think ever wrote anything in her life. It was her first like story. She was like a lawyer or something.
For all their faults, than say Microsoft does. It seems the failure of Concord truly shocked PlayStation into waking up, honestly, and that seems to be what has made them completely okay with delaying Marathon, which I'm sure the...
Well, yeah, because for the longest time, PlayStation... It's kind of like the same thing, weirdly enough, that happened with FNAF. With FNAF World, where Scott Cawthon is like, yeah, I was just kind of in a mindset where I could release anything and people would eat it up. Just because it's from me. But then once I released this, I realized, oh no, they're not just going to eat up any and everything.
Have wanted to do.
Concord was Sony's equivalent of that.
Concord and thought, absolutely, well, yeet that one out. I'm sure it'll go well. We're PlayStation.
Even though FNAF World was actually a good game, it was way overhated for the time.
So in the good timeline, we get a PlayStation that holds leadership accountable. That stops Bungie leadership hiding behind their company's somewhat greater than average independence within the PlayStation roster of studios. If that accountability is there and the incentives are aligned, then maybe there is hope. Maybe Bungie can catch their breath. Maybe even they can take the time to rebuild. Doing that will be hard. And the likes of Destiny is a live game with a profoundly disappointed player base, one whose cynicism does feel rational and does not feel jaded, because they've genuinely had a very goddamn bizarre time. This story's basically been game development where so much of everything goes wrong. But if you want to see...
All I know about Destiny is that they straight up just delete content.
The literal opposite of that. A game free from...
Which is a terrible fucking idea. If it's like seasonal, I understand why you would delete it, but then you don't really delete it, you just like move it. But straight up deleting shit is a bit weird.
Watch this video next. It's about Team Cherry, and I think you'll really like it.
Silksong's gonna be a miracle, but it is. I don't like Hollow Knight, so I did not play Silksong. Womp womp. Anyway, yeah, no, Bungie really needs to get their shit together, man. It's crazy.